in this reckless tax and spending bill. I expressed my concern about $80 billion in additional funding for the IRS. And specifically, we talked about the enforcement amount versus the amount for taxpayer services. $45 billion for enforcement and only $3 billion for taxpayer services. So the ratio of $15 of enforcement for every $1 of services, in the IRS strategic operating plan for the spending of all of this money, the first objective that you list is to dramatically improve services to help taxpayers meet their obligations and receive the tax incentives for which they're eligible. Yet the money ratio is 15-to-1 enforcement over providing for services. And this doesn't even include the additional $29 billion request for supplemental funding that you've come up with. So why would the IRS in its discretionary budget request, despite $45 billion in funding for enforcement, request, again, more money for enforcement, $5.9 billion, than it's requesting for taxpayer services, $3.4 billion?
Yeah, so I'm really appreciative of the question because I think it's really important to break down our budget in a way that makes sense and can be understood. So our base budget pays for our day-to-day operations, the volume of things that come in both from a services and an enforcement standpoint. And as I explained in my testimony, if you look at our base budget over the last 10 or 15 years, it has been on a steep decline, while the U.S. population and the tax laws and filers has all been much more complicated. So when COVID hit, everything kind of broke. And at that point, it was basically we couldn't do and continue to manage the way we would want, and services plummeted, and frankly, audit rates plummeted. And so what we need to do now is not think about the Inflation Reduction Act as let's use that to patch the holes in our base budget, because what the Inflation Reduction Act does is it spends for increased capacity so that we can improve operations. The difference, Senator, between just answering the calls versus having a callback option, having more digital channels, having more bots in the phone line so that people can get through quicker on things they can do in an automated way. So now to your question, look, there is room for us to increase our capacity in enforcement. The stats on this are pretty eye-opening. We only have today 2,600 staff that are responsible for assessing compliance with our highest wealth taxpayers, and there's more than 390,000 high wealth taxpayers.
Greetings, friends. Please keep an eye out on this. There are now several developments of Social Security reform to watch out for this spring. These proposals could directly impact your Social Security income. President Biden is now backing an overall increase in monthly benefits for all Social Security recipients. My friends, can you please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video, especially if you receive monthly benefits. Also, this coming Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter these weekly giveaways, all you have to do, my friends, is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, the greater your chances, friends, of winning the giveaways. Social Security is one of the hottest topics of this election season, and there are some big proposed changes coming. The White House released a 2024 budget proposal that included additional funding and benefits for Social Security and Medicare beneficiaries. With huge changes coming, a looming deficit, and high inflation, Social Security is going to be a focal point this summer as our lawmakers debate the budget proposal and try to protect retirement income for millions of Americans. This year saw one of the biggest jumps in Social Security payouts since the 1980s, and with inflation running red hot in 2022, the Social Security Administration increased the average payout to recipients by 8.7%. The new average Social Security monthly payment is now estimated at $1,827. This is a $146 increase over the previous average monthly payment of $1,681. The new payment started at the beginning of this year, and new retirees will see this reflected as well. So if you're looking to start claiming benefits this summer, you may expect a decent bump over previous projections. In Biden's 2024 budget proposal, he reiterated that he will reject any proposal to make cuts to Social Security. The proposal, which spans 184 pages and covers a lot of spending plan, states the administration is committed to protecting and strengthening Social Security and opposes any attempt to cut Social Security benefits. This most likely will be debated this summer, as some Republicans have proposed cuts to the program, or even outright getting rid of it. But no matter what gets debated and proposed, if it includes cuts to the Social Security benefits, President Biden will veto it. Currently, the full retirement age is 66 or 67, depending on your date of birth. But a bipartisan group of lawmakers is looking to propose an increased retirement age to help shore up the deficit in Social Security benefits. Raising the full retirement age to 70 would effectively cut lifetime benefits by almost 20%, which is a deficit needed to overcome before Social Security reserves run out in the next decade. As elections approach, this summer will be the time for proposals to be put forth and debated ahead of the 2024 budget approval. As part of the 2024 budget proposal, the Biden administration protects workers who are making less than $400,000 per year, stating that no one earning less than $400,000 per year will pay a penny in new taxes. But there are new taxes proposed for high-income earners and wealthy taxpayers. Medicare taxes would be increased on individuals making over $400,000 annually. This increase would raise the tax rate from 3.8% up to 5% on earned and earned income over $400,000, helping fund Medicare benefits further. In addition, there is a proposed wealth tax on individuals worth over $100 million, levying a 25% minimum tax on income. Another aspect of the proposed 2024 budget plan is a 10% increase to the annual operating budget of the Social Security Administration. This would vastly improve the customer service delivery, including the ability to add staffing to handle service requests by phone and email. The added funding is also aimed at helping the Social Security Administration process more benefit claims and reducing wait times. The 10% increase is to be funded with the wealth tax, so this will be a big debated topic in the coming months. Most Americans do not have long-term paid leave benefits, and the current Family Medical Leave Act benefits stipulate only unpaid leave. Biden's budget proposal addresses this with a line item for paid family and medical leave at a national level. The program would be administered by the SSA and provide partial wage replacement for up to 12 weeks for several reasons. Ultimately, election season is heating up, and this 2024 budget proposal is going to be making waves throughout the summer, with debates around what stays and what goes bound to happen in the coming months. So if you are collecting Social Security, you have seen a recent increased payment, but there are more changes coming very soon. Well, my beautiful and most dearest friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Tuesday morning. Thank you, dear friends, for being part of this community and for being here every single day. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway of $75. If you would like to enter this weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed day.